All right, how's it going, everybody? Um, man, so sad news. I've been waiting for this day forever because you knew it was coming at some point. But still, when it hits you, it's tough. Like when Ozzy passed away a few days ago. Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner passing away yesterday, and now we got Hulk Hogan, and this one hurts. This one hurts for me. I was a massive Hulk Hogan fan, massive Hulk Hogan fan. I mean, I don't get into the wrestling business if it's not for Hulk Hogan and the Von Erichs. But when I saw Hulk Hogan pop on our TV screens when I lived in Texas as a kid, it was wild. And actually, the first time I remember seeing Hulk Hogan was Rocky 3 as Thunder Lips, right? And it's so weird because just yesterday I watched a YouTube clip of these reactors reacting to Thunder Lips and Rocky at the charity event in Rocky 3, which is weird. And then the next day, this pops up, and what a terrible, terrible thing. I said, we know death is coming. We all go through it, but this is awful. They released a video of them working on him outside of his house. He was on the stretcher. They were trying to work on him, doing compressions. But I don't know. It's sad. Just sad. Lots of rumors, of course, as there always is when this stuff happens. A lot of haters out there, as there always is when this stuff happens. And, it's still sad. This is a man who had an up and down roller coaster of a life that was wild and unlike many other people. Lots of people would never know this type of life. I mean, the excitement that came with it, the hits you take, and the ability to keep moving forward, to keep reinventing yourself, to keep pushing through all that negativity and all the things that were happening. And this man did that. I mean, whether you liked him or not, I mean, you got to give him credit for what he did. I loved Hulk Hogan, and I know it. And we'll talk about it because people are gonna say because this is the only thing. There's a lot of people out there, and this is what bugs me. It does. Hulk Hogan was a racist. Doubtful. You hear from way too many people that is actually not true. All right. People who I would take their word for it more than some of these people I see on the internet. And just because he dropped the N word at a downtime in his life when he was having that affair with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, who videotaped it, they had set Hogan up. We all know that. It's already all come out. Hogan was in a low spot. His family had fallen apart. The whole thing was in shambles. He lost his TV show, all of it. And he said some pretty derogatory things. And and I'm not here to forgive those things. I'm not here to tell you to. But what I'm telling you is, if you're the first one without sin, if you're the first one who's never said anything bad, done anything stupid, go ahead and cast your stones. I want to see it. Then post your picture. Let's see. Let's see who you are. All right. Are you the second coming? Is that what we're saying? Because I don't believe that. All these people casting aspersions on Hogan because he used a bad word back then. I got news for you. We all said some heinous shit back in the day. That one was part of the lingo back then. And that's not justifying. It's just how it is. And then as you grow up, you learn, okay, I might not can use this, but even in moments of anger, how much stuff have you said in anger you would never say, ever, any other time? I'm sorry. I've used the word before. Not proud of it. But when you're growing, like especially when you're growing up, like where we grew up, it's all you heard from everybody. Everybody. And I'm not talking about just white people, Hispanic people, black people. It didn't matter. Everybody was just throwing it around like it was just another word. Nobody cared. Like literally nobody cared. But that isn't the society we live in anymore. And you have to expect that and you have to pattern your life after that, right? Let's just, you may say, I'll never change. You have to change to a point. I think Hulk Hogan did. 18 months ago, he gave his life to Christ and hasn't looked back. I mean, so I'm certainly not going to sit here and judge him off of something he said at a downtime in his life. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to sit here and hate that person for that. Otherwise, I have to hate everybody. I have to hate everybody. Probably have to hate you. Right? Because you probably said and done some stupid crap in your life. So don't sit here and tell me you have not. You know, this video is not even supposed to be about that, but I've seen so much this morning after it happened. People just dogging him, calling him a racist and all this other stuff. Stop the BS. You don't know the man. You don't know the man. Just, again, perpetrating rumors, perpetrating somebody else's thought point besides your own. So stop it. Just stop it. This man has done so much in his life, brought so much joy to people. How much joy have you brought to anybody in your life? What difference have you made in anybody's life? It's a fair question. It's a fair question. So if you're gonna down somebody else, you need to point those questions back on yourself. What do you do that makes people's life better? Come on, Mr. Rogers. No, where's your perfect neighborhood at? There's not one. So stop it. But this man right here, he rocked. I mean, he rocked the whole thing out. I love Hulk Hogan. He was a hero of mine for the longest time. And through it all, still pushing forward, still getting better. Then people started hating on him because he came out as a Trump supporter. So what? That's his politics. He's allowed to have any politics he wants. You don't like it? Well, then don't like it. Maybe you don't like your politics. Does that mean you have to hate you as a person because our politics are different? No, that's dumb. It's dumb. You can get on here and argue all you want to in the comment section. Then no, this is this. You don't know. I'm sorry. You're not above everybody else. You have no idea. You're not smarter than everybody else. You have no idea. Your opinion is that this is this and that is that. And if you want to go through your life hating on people because they don't agree exactly as you do, you might as well just hate everybody. Because even your closest allies don't believe the exact same things you do. That's why hate is stupid. That's why it's dumb to go out here and try to group up and have groupthink going on and think that you're all together exactly the same in your mentality. You're not. You're not. There are things that you're going to blow up on because you don't agree with that. And then what? Then all of a sudden, is that person an ist or a foe? Just because? And that's not even what I want to talk on the stupid video about. It's about that man right there, what he's done for the wrestling business. They've been talking about the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling. And it starts with Hulk Hogan. It does. The popularity of the wrestling business stops and ends with Hulk Hogan. If there's no Hulk Hogan on there, the wrestling scene may not have survived. And that's just true. And I don't care what egomaniac you get out there that tries to tell you, well, that's not true because we had Ric Flair. Even Ric Flair says it. We all know it's true. Hogan wasn't a great technical wrestler, right? He wasn't in there just getting it done. He didn't have to be. Wrestling's a work. And that dude could work. That dude had the crowd in the palm of his hand, not in, not out. And then there's the debate. Is he a better hero or was he a better villain? He was more popular as a hero by far. He became popular again when he became a villain. And just recharged the whole Hulkamania thing. They say Hulkamania never dies and it won't. Even with the death of Hulk Hogan. So yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan is always the mainstay of the Mount Rushmore. That doesn't change. Just like I think you have to have Stone Cold up there. Because Stone Cold and The Rock, I would say too, because we're talking popularity and bringing the masses to professional wrestling. That's what they're going to be remembered for. And it's a true statement. Are they the best wrestlers? None of those three are. None of those three are. Ric Flair, to me, one of the all-time greats. Because Ric Flair could work anybody and everybody. But then again, I think Bret Hart was too. But the people who put those butts in the seats, who actually changed when wrestling was on a downturn, were these guys. So you can say what you want to. But now, if you want to have a pure wrestler's Mount Rushmore, that's fine. We can certainly talk about that. I'm in for that too. But that's not what this is. Hulk actually has a company they're just launching. August 30th is their first event. It is an amateur wrestling show, but it's a like pro style amateur wrestling, right? So it's not professional wrestling as we know it today. It's amateur style wrestling on a pro level. That's the kind of wrestling they were starting to do, which I am so there for. I would love to see that and see what happens that and follow that. So, but it's just the same. He's not going to be around to see how the event goes. I'm assuming they're still going to have the event. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's tough and it's terrible, and just my thoughts and prayers out to his family as they're going through all this right now and having to deal with this. It's a rough thing, but yeah, man, there's been so much talk already this morning. But they know that he had surgeries before, seemed to be fine. He was at home when this heart attack happened. They got a call 9:35 or so this morning. He was having chest pains. Something was going on there. They rushed out. The ambulance service rushed out there. I mean, there were so many EMS, fire. I mean, police station, first responders. They were everywhere. The first responders were everywhere. They were doing chest compressions, trying to save him. They couldn't. And like I said, it's a terrible thing. Not a way I want to spend my Thursday in hot July, but that's what it is, and that's life. So live it the best you can. But I think if there's anything you do, you go out there and you live it the best you can. But yeah, it's terrible. I think it's a sad day. Man, you just hate it. You just hate it. So you know. So, but I will forewarn you right now. I'm a little bit biased towards Hogan. Like I said, we had. I grew up as a fan, and then when my son was little, we took him to. we took him to the pyramid because WWE was in town. This was '92, I think, or '93, and might have been '92. Yeah, it was '92, I think. Of course, he's a little bitty thing. And we bought him a styrofoam hand. Hulk Hogan come out. He had this big, huge, gold and red styrofoam hand, just beating the guy in front of us to death with it. Not meaning to. The guy finally moved and said, "Here you go, let him swing away." And he had a little Hulk Hogan shirt and just the best time. So, you know, it was fun. The dude will be missed. I think wrestling misses people like him with that kind of larger than life personality. Even as popular as some of the wrestlers are today, no one is as popular as this guy. Nobody at all. Guys, what did you think about it? What are your thoughts on it? Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you on the next one.